Welcome back, Tiger fans, to another video. We're talking VFL today. Round 9 VFL clash. The Tigers got up against the Bombers by 22 points down at Frankston, blowing an absolute gale on Saturday night. For those of you who are watching, all you have to do is think back to JUDDY Clarke's set shot at goal. They got taken about 35 metres to the left as the winds, caught hold of the ball. But now the boys did well to get the win. Looking at some of the big disposal getters, this will come as no surprise. Tyler Sonsie, 37 disposals, 7 marks, 8 tackles if you don't mind, 4 clearances and a goal from about 55, which I said he wasn't going to make the distance on, but he had about a 200-goal wind behind him and he made it quite comfortably. And look, I'll make a separate video on Tyler Sonsie, but what more can the kid do, right? 37 touches, 8 tackles. I mean, yeah, if the question marks were on the defensive side of his game, you would say that a performance like that kind of alleviates it. Surely we're going to give him a go. And yeah, the interview post-game was very, very interesting. The interviewer just pretty much hit him right between the eyes with about his future at the club. And yeah, he spoke a lot of love about Richmond, but it doesn't fill me with confidence that he'll be there next year and not by his choice. Jacob Blight was next highest disposal getter, 26 touches, 9 marks. I think he was awarded best on ground. And he probably left a few marks out on the table, to be honest. But again, with how windy it was probably a little bit hard to judge some of them too. But plenty of good, really attacking bits of play, running off his man to cut off passes, to push up further up the ground and impact another contest. So he had another really good game. And again, I was surprised he didn't play AFL last week. But another game like that, you would think he's in contention this week, but we'll have to wait and see. Next best for the AFL listed players was James Trezise, 21 disposals, 2 tackles. He got a goal as well. I thought he did okay. Another really solid game from him. He'll be in contention, especially with Dow being out. Dion Prestia, first game back for the human meatball, 20 disposals, 3 marks, 2 tackles, 4 clearances, and a goal. He got a little cheeky Joe the Goose out the back, which was nice. He started off pretty slow, to be honest. He didn't really do too much in the first quarter, but he definitely eased his way into it. And I think he played the equivalent of about a half, but across three and a bit quarters. So they just kind of managed him that way. But he definitely made it look easy in a lot of ways. Like, he probably wasn't overly damaging with disposals, but he was clever. Like, he's a crafty player, good releasing handballs. Got a few clearances, ran to the right spots. So yeah, he did all the right things. Would I personally pick him next week at AFL level? No. I still think he's better off doing another 2 or 3 weeks at VFL level, purely for match fitness purposes. We've got GWS, Sydney, then the bye. I'll let him go VFL, and then come back after the bye if he's still ticking all the boxes. He's got the run in the legs, and I would do it that way personally. Oliver Hayes-Brown, 18 disposals. He had three marks, 2 tackles, 28 hitouts, and 6 clearances. He's actually developing okay. Some of his handballs got intercepted a couple of times, but in terms of his progress as a player, you got to remember it was only last year that he was still playing some games at the VAFA before we recalled him into our side. So I'm liking where he's going. Look, it's always hard to tell with ruckman how long it's going to take, but I would like to see him in a game or two at the end of this year, to be honest, only because we've got nothing to lose. So, I don't know, is it worth giving him a shot? We're probably going to be in the same kind of boat next year, so maybe we can wait till then as well. But yeah, whilst his kicking action's a little bit awkward, he competes really, really hard. And yeah, he's a tall guy doing all the right things. So hopefully he can keep developing and doing what he can do best. JUDDY Clarke, 17 touches, 8 marks, 1 clearance, 1 tackle, 2 behinds. I laugh because, as I mentioned off the top, one of those behinds, honestly, it would have literally travelled 35 metres. He kicked it straight, and then the wind just took it. It was crazy. But he had some amazing passes. Like, I think a lot of people forget how quick JUDDY is, A, with his leg speed and turn of foot, but B, with his decision-making and just his dual-sidedness as well. Like, he was hitting 45-metre passes in shithouse windy conditions that other people weren't prepared to pass or were able to do themselves. So had a really nice couple of passes inboard where he's running down the boundary line, looked centrally and just hit a couple of lasers to Mykelti Lefau in the corridor. I think he's nearly good to go AFL level. I really do. Where would I play him? I would try him on a wing. There's still a bit of me that thinks maybe half back, but Sam Banks is doing well there, so I don't want to take away from him. So on that basis, I would maybe look to the wing first. But Juddy Clarke, I think, should be a serious consideration this week, if not next week. He's got 4 games under his belt now, running the legs, showing good speed, racking up the disposals. But it's more about how damaging his disposals can be, and I think we can do with a player hitting targets in our side. So I think he would be a very handy addition. My man, Jasper Elgar, 13 disposals. He had 3 marks, 2 clearances, 2 goals, 1. I thought he might have I predicted he'd get 4. He got the 2, but no, he did okay again. Plays tall, plays small, does all of that. There was maybe a couple of times he could have looked to pass off inboard, went the shot himself, which led to one of those behinds. But again, I still think he's getting very close. And I still think it's Steely Green's spot that he's hunting down. So we'll see how he goes. Whether it's this week, next week, or in a couple of weeks' time, I think he will be thereabouts soon enough. Tyler Young, first game back for Tyler. So 12 disposals, 3 marks, 1 tackle. I thought he looked okay out there. Naturally there's obviously going to be a little bit of rust early, which is fine. But it wasn't like, oh, wow, he hasn't played for ages. It was, yeah, I think he settled in nicely. And the one thing I always try and remind myself is Tyler Young didn't start playing footy until about 2016. So he's still got quite a bit of development and growth in that sense. But no, didn't look out of place. And, before he went down with the knee, he was doing some really, really good things, winning a lot of really key one-on-one contests. And I'm just looking for him to get back to that same type of player. And that will then create a few more selection dramas with the AFL backline, no doubt. Liam Fawcett, 12 disposals, 5 marks, 2 tackles, 8 hitouts, 1 clearance, and a goal as well. So Fawcett, this is now the second week in a row that he's done some ruck work, which it's been okay. It's been okay. But for me, what impressed me was his actual work rate. There was the goal he got. There was a bit of play where he started the play. He took a couple of bounces through the middle, then kicked it, then sprinted forward and got inside 50. And he got in such a dangerous spot, they gave away a free kick, essentially. And he was able to convert truly. So I'm really liking it. I love the fact that he has played midfield minutes before at his younger age, before he shot up in size. So you just know he's got a bit more of that work rate and doesn't mind taking a bouncing and having a bit of a risk attached to the plays that he's trying to pull off. I like where Fawcett's going. Jacob Bauer, he had a bit of a mixed game, I reckon, Bauer. 9 disposals, 4 marks, 2 tackles. He was largely ineffective for 3 quarters. His last quarter was really good, though. Credit to him. He took some really, really nice, strong marks, and he stopped trying to sit on everyone's head. He was actually playing the percentages and keeping his feet grounded for a lot of those ones. So he was actually a really good last quarter. Need more from him, though, especially if he's wanting to fight his way back into the AFL side. Yeah, he's had a bit of a stinky attitude, I think, the last couple of weeks. Want to see him get back to getting on the move, leading up and down the ground and hitting the scoreboard. But good last quarter. Hopefully he can build on that. Mykelti Lefau, 8 disposals, 4 marks, 2 bone-crunching tackles. One of them was a genuine rugby league tackle. He lined the bloke up from about 20 metres away. Hit him fairly, all completely legal. But yeah, you love to see Mykelti do things like that. And 2 goals as well. He just looked dangerous anytime the ball was near him. Again, I wouldn't put him in the AFL this week. I think it's still a little bit too early, just from a fitness and conditioning perspective. But in 2 or 3 weeks, he'll be definitely putting his hand up for consideration. And like I've said all along, I'm really looking forward to seeing him play alongside Tom Lynch. I think that's going to benefit him greatly. Jacob Kosicki is the last one. 7 disposals, 1 mark, 3 tackles. Again, I thought Cosy played a really good game. Doesn't get all the big sexy possessions or the big marks because Jacob Blight's doing that. But he keeps his opponent accountable, defends really well, comes off his man and impacts contest. Tick, tick, tick. Look, is he going to play AFL again for us? Probably unlikely given the amount of tall defenders we've got in the team at the moment. But he's doing a really good job at VFL level, and he's allowing these other guys to learn, develop, and grow as well. So you can't knock his game for that. He did exactly what you would hope he would do. So anyway, that is the VFL game in a nutshell. It was blustery. It was a difficult game for both sides to execute skill-wise. But our guys got the job done, which is really, really good to see. And it's it was one of those games where you could, there was a few players that went down at AFL level the night before, so then pressure kind of mounts on the VFL guys to put their hand up to take their spots. And Sonsie's done that. Blight's done that. JUDDY CLARKE's done that. And yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see what happens at the selection table this week. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below the VFL game. Did you watch it? What did you like? What didn't you like? Do you think Prestia needs more time? Keen to hear everyone's thoughts. But yeah, VFL, very interesting watch this year. And we're going to see some more players coming back in the coming weeks, which is awesome. So make sure you like and subscribe for more Tiger content. And I'll see you for the next one. Go Tigers.